Jinwoo was a mechanic on the Daehan starship EOS, a deep space exploration ship from Earth. He was not famous or important. He fixed machines, cleaned filters, and made sure engines did not explode. That was his job, and he liked it. He didn't want to be a hero, but that changed when the EOS landed on Velkara Prime. Velkara Prime was a wild planet, full of thick forests, strange animals, and colorful skies. The mission was simple. Check if the planet was safe for humans. Collect samples and return. Easy, right? Wrong. Jinwoo was part of a 5-person ground team. He didn't carry a big gun like the security officers. He carried a scanner and a small repair kit. His job was to fix drones or equipment if they broke. On the third day, something did break. A survey drone went down deep in the jungle. The team's leader, Captain Do-Yun, asked Jinwoo to go with Sergeant Ji-Yoon to find it. Ji-Yoon was tough and quiet. She didn't talk much, but she was good at her job. Jinwoo followed her into the jungle, stepping carefully over thick roots and wet ground. The air was heavy. Strange bird-like things flew above them, their wings making soft humming sounds. Trees were tall and had glowing moss on their trunks. Jinwoo stared in wonder, forgetting to watch his step. He tripped. Ji-Yoon sighed but helped him up. After walking for an hour, they reached the crash site. The drone was damaged, but not too bad. Jinwoo knelt beside it and opened his kit. As he worked, Ji-Yoon looked around, her gun ready. That's when they heard the growl. It was low and deep like thunder under the ground. The trees shook slightly. Ji-Yoon raised her weapon. Jinwoo froze. From the shadows stepped a creature. No, a person. A tall woman with fur-covered skin, sharp golden eyes, and strong legs like a panther. She had large ears on top of her head, and a long tail that flicked behind her. She was clearly alien, but also very human-looking. She wore leather armor made from animal hides and had a strange curved spear in her hand. Ji-Yoon pointed her gun. The Beastwoman hissed, crouched low, and stared at them like a predator. Jinwoo raised his hands. "Wait, don't shoot. She's not attacking," he said. Ji-Yoon didn't lower her weapon. The Beastwoman spoke something in a harsh language, then suddenly dropped to one knee. She groaned and held her leg. "Is she hurt?" Jinwoo asked. "She might be faking," Ji-Yoon said coldly. "I don't think so." Jinwoo took a step, closer. The Beastwoman growled weakly but didn't move. Her leg was bent in a strange way. Maybe she twisted it. "I think I can help," he said, and slowly moved to her side. "Be careful," Ji-Yoon warned. Jinwoo opened his medkit and scanned the Beastwoman's leg. The scanner beeped. No serious injury, just muscle strain. But her groaning continued. She looked up at Jinwoo with wide, soft eyes. She said something again, softly this time. Then she pointed at him, then at herself, then at his back. She wanted him to carry her? I think she wants me to carry her." "You think?" Ji-Yoon said, raising an eyebrow. The Beastwoman pointed again, now more urgently. "I mean, maybe just to the clearing, so she doesn't get left behind." "You're too soft," Ji-Yoon muttered. But Jinwoo already crouched and helped the alien climb onto his back. She was warm and surprisingly light, her long tail wrapped around his waist for balance. He took slow steps, careful not to trip again. The alien made a small purring sound near his ear. Was that a thank you or laughter? Back at camp, Captain Do-Yun was surprised. "You found a native life form?" he asked. "Yes, sir," Jinwoo said. "She was hurt. I couldn't just leave." Do-Yun looked at the Beastwoman. She met his gaze without fear. He nodded. "All right. We'll run a scan, get a translator drone working, keep her under observation, but no touching the weapons." That night, the team made camp. The Beastwoman stayed close to Jinwoo. She refused food from others but ate from his hand. She even curled up next to him when he sat by the fire. Ji-Yoon shook her head. "She's not really hurt. I can see it. She's walking fine when you're not looking." Jinwoo looked at the Beastwoman. Her leg was still wrapped, but he had seen her stretch it a bit too far when she thought no one was watching. You think she's faking? He whispered. Jion shrugged. Wouldn't be the first time an alien played dumb to get what they want. But, why me? You carried her. She probably thinks you're her pack now. Jinwoo didn't sleep much that night. The Beastwoman, whom he now called Mari, purred in her sleep beside him. Her tail twitched now and then. She looked peaceful. Was she really hurt? Or was this all an act? And if it was an act, why did he feel okay with it? He didn't know it yet, but things were about to get much more complicated. Because Mari wasn't just any alien. She was part of something bigger. And Jinwoo had just become part of it too. The next morning, Jinwoo woke early. The sun had just begun to rise over the strange trees of Velkara Prime. Mari was already awake. She was sitting near the campfire, her sharp eyes watching the glowing moss on the forest floor. Jinwoo rubbed his eyes and stood up. "Good morning, Mari," he said quietly. She turned her head and blinked slowly. Was that a smile? Captain Do-yoon called the team together. The translator drone was finally ready. It hovered near Mari, scanning and sending sounds into a small speaker for the humans. "Try to talk to her," Do-yoon said. Ji-eun stepped forward. "Mari, can you understand us?" The drone made a series of beeps and clicks. Then Mari spoke, but the words came out strange and harsh. The drone changed her speech into something the team could hear clearly. "I am Mari of the Velkara." Her voice was soft but strong. "Why do you come to my land?" Jinwoo listened carefully. Mari was not angry. She was curious. Do-yoon answered, "We come from Earth. We explore new worlds to learn and find peace." Mari nodded slowly. "Your people are far from home. Velkara is wild and dangerous." Jinwoo looked at her. He remembered how fast she moved when she thought no one was watching. She was strong, faster than any human. "Why did you pretend to be hurt?" Jinwoo asked, his voice low. Mari's golden eyes met his. "To find help. To find friend." Ji-eun laughed quietly. A strange way to make friends. Mari smiled, showing sharp teeth. "You humans are strange too." The team spent the day talking with Mari through the translator drone. She told stories of her tribe, how they lived hidden in the forests, hunting and protecting their home. She spoke about dangers, giant beasts with claws like swords, poisonous plants and storms that could tear trees from the ground. Jinwoo was amazed. Her world was wild and full of life unlike anything on Earth. And yet, she wanted to trust them. During the afternoon, Jinwoo helped Mari with her leg. He found that she was not really hurt. Her injury was minor, but she had learned that asking for help was better than trying to hide. Mari watched Jinwoo work with quiet interest. Sometimes she asked questions about Earth, about machines, about space travel. Jinwoo answered the best he could. When night came, the camp grew quiet except for the crackling fire. Mari moved closer to Jinwoo, resting her head on his shoulder. The tail wrapped gently around his waist again. This time, Jinwoo did not feel strange or nervous. Instead, he felt a calm connection. The next day, the team planned to explore deeper, into the jungle. Captain Do-yoon assigned Jinwoo and Mari to move together. Ji-eun was to stay with the rest of the group and guard the camp. Jinwoo was nervous. He didn't know what to expect, but Mari looked confident, even proud. She walked, easily on her own two legs, no need for carrying today. As they moved deeper, Mari showed Jinwoo how to read the signs of the forest. Broken branches meant a large animal passed by, certain smells warned of poison, and the direction of the wind could bring danger or safety. Jinwoo learned quickly. He felt he was part of something special, something new. Suddenly, Mari stopped. Her ears twitched. She held up a hand. Jinwoo froze. From the bushes came a loud roar. A massive creature, bigger than a horse, with thick fur and sharp tusks, charged toward them. Jinwoo's heart raced. Mari stepped forward without fear. She raised her spear and shouted in her language. The creature stopped for a moment, surprised by her boldness. Then Mari moved fast, faster than Jinwoo could see, and threw her spear perfectly, striking the beast's shoulder. The creature roared and ran away into the jungle. Jinwoo stood there amazed. "Are you okay?" Mari asked, smiling. "I've never seen anyone do that before," he said. Mari laughed, a deep, rich sound. "I protect my home. I protect you now." Jinwoo felt proud and happy. He understood that Mari was no weak alien who needed help. She was strong. She was a warrior. Their journey continued, and Jinwoo saw more of the jungle's wonders through Mari's eyes. He felt less like a visitor and more like a friend of Velkhara. At camp that evening, Captain Do-yun called a meeting. "We need to decide our next steps," Do-yun said. "Velkhara is not just a wild planet. It has life and strength we must respect. Mari can help us understand it." Jinwoo looked at Mari. She nodded slowly. She wanted to help. Ji-un, however, was not so sure. "Can we trust her? What if she tricks us?" Mari spoke calmly. "I trust Jinwoo. I will protect your people if you respect Velkhara." Jinwoo smiled softly. He knew Mari was honest. That night, Jinwoo and Mari sat by the fire. She told him stories of her tribe's history, battles won and lost, friendships made and broken. Jinwoo told her about Earth, about his family, his dreams. For the first time, Jinwoo felt like he had a true friend in the vast loneliness of space. The morning sun painted the sky pink and orange as Jinwoo woke. Mari was already moving quietly outside the tent. She seemed restless, her golden eyes scanning the forest beyond the camp. Jinwoo stretched and stepped out. "What is it?" he asked softly. Mari did not answer right away. Then she pointed deep into the trees and said through the translator drone, "There is a place. Old place. Important to my people." Curious, Jinwoo nodded. Captain Do-yun had given them permission to explore more of Velkhara Prime, but he warned them to be careful. Mari led the way, walking with confidence. Jinwoo followed, watching her every move. She moved smoothly like the forest was part of her. The path became rougher. Thick roots and bushes slowed them down. Strange noises echoed around, birds calling, leaves rustling, distant growls. Jinwoo's heart beat faster, but Mari seemed calm. After an hour, they reached a clearing. In the middle stood an ancient stone structure, half covered with moss and vines. It looked old, very old. Jinwoo felt a strange energy in the air. Mari touched the stones gently. "This is the heart of Velkhara. Our ancestors built it." Jinwoo walked around the structure, trying to understand. The stones were carved with symbols, animals, stars, and strange shapes he could not recognize. Mari sat down and began to tell a story. Long ago, Velkhara was peaceful. The tribes lived in harmony. The heart protected us from danger. But then, darkness came. Jinwoo listened closely. The story was about a great war between Velkhara's tribes and a powerful enemy. Many were lost. The heart was broken. The balance was lost. Now the jungle is wild, dangerous. "We try to live, but we need the heart again," Mari said, her voice low. Jinwoo thought about Earth. Humans also had ancient places, lost history, and wars. Maybe all life had stories like this. Suddenly Mari stood up quickly. Her ears twitched. "We are not alone." Jinwoo turned. From behind the trees, two figures stepped out. They were Velkhara warriors, like Mari, with fur and sharp eyes. They looked at Jinwoo carefully. Mari spoke to them softly. "This is Jinwoo. He helps us." The warriors looked skeptical, but did not attack. One of them, a tall woman with a scar across her face, stepped forward. "I am Sora. You must prove." "Your Honor, Jinwoo." Jinwoo swallowed hard. He had never fought anyone, but he nodded. Sora smiled. "Follow me." They walked deeper into the forest, where a clearing opened up. In the middle was a ring of stones. Sora picked up a wooden staff. "This is the trial of strength and heart. You will face tests to show your courage and kindness. Only then will you be accepted." Jinwoo looked at Mari. She gave a small nod of encouragement. The first test was strength. Jinwoo had to carry a heavy log across the clearing and place it on a pile. He struggled, but did not give up. The Velkara watched him carefully. Next was courage. Sora led him to a dark cave. Inside, strange noises echoed, and Jinwoo could feel the eyes of unknown creatures watching. He had to find a glowing flower in the cave and bring it out. His hands trembled, but Jinwoo moved slowly, feeling his way through the dark. He found the flower, its light soft and warm, and carefully carried it outside. The last test was heart. Jinwoo had to choose between two paths, one easy but selfish, the other hard but helpful. He chose to help a small injured animal they found on the way. When he returned, Sora smiled. "You have passed. You are one of us now." Mari came forward and wrapped her tail gently around Jinwoo's waist. "You are family." Jinwoo felt proud and surprised. He had never thought of himself as brave or strong, but here in the wild forest of Velkara, he found something new: trust and friendship. Back at camp, the team was waiting. Captain Do-yun raised an eyebrow when he saw Jinwoo and Mari together. "Did you find the heart?" he asked. Jinwoo nodded. "Not yet, but I found something better. Friends. Allies." Ji-eun was quiet but watched Jinwoo with respect. Maybe she was beginning to believe. That night, Jinwoo and Mari sat by the fire again. She told him more about the tribes, how they worked together to survive, how they shared stories and songs to keep their history alive. Jinwoo shared his own stories, of Earth, his family, and dreams he never told anyone. The fire crackled, and the stars above Velkara Prime shone brightly. Jinwoo felt a deep connection, to Mari, to the forest, and to the idea that humans and aliens could be more than strangers. As he looked at Mari, he realized something important. Their bond was not just about help or trust. It was about hope. Hope for a future where different worlds could live together in peace. And Jinwoo was ready to fight for that future. The days on Velkara Prime passed quietly at first. Jinwoo and Mari became closer. She showed him how to move silently through the forest, how to listen to the wind, and how to sense danger before it came. Jinwoo was learning fast. He was not just a mechanic anymore. He was becoming part of something bigger, a protector of this strange world and of the people he had come to care about. One afternoon, while Jinwoo was repairing a drone, the camp's alarm sounded. Sharp, loud beeps filled the air. "Captain," Do-yun shouted, "Everyone, prepare for attack. We have visitors." Jinwoo's heart raced. He grabbed a weapon for the first time in his life. Mari stood beside him, her golden eyes fierce and ready. From the thick jungle, shadowy figures appeared. They moved fast, too fast. Their shapes were strange, not Velkara, but something darker and more dangerous. The attackers were fierce, alien creatures with black scales and sharp claws. They snarled as they charged at the camp. The team fought bravely. Jinwoo fired his weapon, trying to protect the camp. Mari leaped and struck with her spear, fast and deadly. But the enemy was strong and many. Jinwoo saw Jian fighting near the supply tents. She moved with skill and power. Together, they pushed back the attackers, but the fight was far from over. Suddenly, Mari yelled, "Retreat!" To the heart of Velkara. Jinwoo did not understand at first, but Mari's voice was urgent. "We must protect the heart," she shouted. The team retreated quickly with Mari leading. Jinwoo helped carry the injured as they moved through the forest toward the ancient stone structure. When they reached the heart, Mari stood tall. "This place holds power. If they take it, Velkara will fall." Captain Do-yun nodded. "We defend it here." The team formed a circle around the stones. Jinwoo's hands shook, but he held his weapon steady. The dark creatures came again, this time slower, more cautious. Mari spoke in her language, and the ground beneath them trembled, slightly. The glowing moss on the stones lit up, casting a soft blue light. Jinwoo watched in amazement as the forest seemed to come alive. Vines moved like snakes, blocking the enemy's path. Large trees creaked and swayed, as if ready to fight. The attackers hissed and retreated, but one of them, larger and crueler than the rest, stepped forward. It held a strange device, a weapon that sent a pulse of energy toward the heart. The glowing stones flickered and dimmed. Jinwoo saw Mari fall to her knees, pain in her eyes. "Jinwoo," she gasped. "Help me." Jinwoo ran to her side. He took the device from the attacker, dodging claws and teeth. With quick hands, he smashed the weapon on a rock. Sparks flew and the device stopped. Slowly, the heart's glow returned. Mari smiled weakly. "You saved Velkara." The attackers fled into the jungle, defeated but not gone. Captain Do-Yun looked at Jinwoo with new respect. "You're more than a mechanic now. You're a hero." Jinwoo shook his head. "I just did what I had to." That night the team celebrated their victory, but Jinwoo could not stop thinking about the attack. "Who were those creatures?" he asked Mari. She sighed. "They are the Shadow Clan, enemies of all tribes. They want to control Velkara's power for themselves." Jinwoo looked at the heart again. "What does it really do?" Mari hesitated. "The heart holds the spirit of Velkara. It protects life, balance, and peace. If it falls, darkness spreads." Jinwoo felt the weight of the responsibility. He thought of Earth, of humanity's own battles. Maybe this was why they came here, not just to explore, but to protect. Mari leaned close. "We fight together now. You and I." Jinwoo nodded. Together. They sat by the fire watching the stars. The jungle was quiet, but Jinwoo knew the fight was not over. The Shadow Clan would return, and when they did, Jinwoo would be ready. The days after the attack passed slowly. The team worked hard to rebuild the camp and strengthen the defenses around the heart of Velkara. Jinwoo and Mari trained together every morning. He learned more about fighting and moving in the wild. She learned more about human technology and tactics. The bond between them grew stronger with each day. Jinwoo felt he was no longer alone. Mari was not just an alien Beastwoman who faked an injury to be carried. She was a friend, a partner, someone he could trust with his life. One evening, Captain Do-Yun called a meeting with the whole team. The air was tense. "The Shadow Clan will come back," Do-Yun said firmly. "We must be ready. We need a plan to stop them once and for all." Jinwoo looked around the circle. Everyone was serious. Ji-eun, who had once doubted Mari, now stood quietly beside her. Mari spoke up, her voice strong. "The heart of Velkara protects the forest and all who live here, but it needs power. The tribes must join to protect it." Do-Yun nodded. "We need allies. We must find the other tribes and ask for their help." Jinwoo felt a thrill. This was more than just survival. This was about uniting Velkara and humans to protect peace. The next morning, Jinwoo, Mari, and a small team set off to find the other tribes. The forest grew darker and more dangerous the deeper they went. Strange sounds and unseen eyes followed them. One night, around a small fire, Mari told stories of her childhood. "My mother was a great warrior. She taught me to fight, but also to listen, to understand the forest." Jinwoo listened closely. He thought about his own family back on Earth, the lessons he had learned and the new path he was walking now. The next day they reached a new village hidden high in the trees. The people there looked different, taller, with greenish skin, and eyes that glowed softly. Their leader, a woman named Hana, welcomed them with caution. "Why do you come?" Mari explained their mission to unite against the Shadow Clan. Hana listened, then nodded slowly. "We will stand with you," she said. Jinwoo smiled. "Thank you." More tribes joined them in the days that followed. Slowly, a small but strong force gathered around the heart of Velkara. Together they prepared for the final battle. The Shadow Clan returned as expected, stronger and more furious than before. The fight was fierce. Spears clashed, lasers fired, and the jungle echoed with shouts and growls. Jinwoo fought alongside Mari, his heart pounding but steady. He saw her leap and strike with the power of a wild beast. He felt the strength of their combined force. When the Shadow Clan's leader appeared, a dark, monstrous figure with glowing red eyes, Jinwoo knew this was the moment. Mari faced the enemy, her spear raised. Jinwoo stood by her side, ready. With a cry, they charged together. The battle was long and hard, but the united tribes and humans were stronger. In the end, the Shadow Clan was defeated, driven away into the darkness. The heart of Velkara glowed brighter than ever. Jinwoo looked at Mari, smiling with relief and joy. We did it. Together. Mari nodded, her eyes soft. Together. The tribes celebrated. The bond between humans and Velkara's people was sealed. Jinwoo knew his life had changed forever. He was no longer just a traveler or a mechanic. He was a protector, a friend, and a part of something greater. As the stars shone over Velkara Prime, Jinwoo held Mari's hand. The future was uncertain, but they would face it, together.